Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Super here and welcome back to another Dragon Ball FighterZ video. And surprise, surprise, we actually got the reveal trailer for not only base Goku, but also Saiyan Saga Vegeta. I know he's base Vegeta too, I like calling it Saiyan Saga Vegeta. I actually really like seeing him with the Saiyan armor and the tail. And I'm gonna be straight up with you guys, I'm never gonna like the fact that they put these characters in instead of some other characters, Z or Super characters, but that doesn't mean that I can't appreciate their animations, their playstyle, their fun, their moves, etc. So let's get into this breakdown. I think we were pretty accurate with the way that we thought that Zamasu and Vegeta were gonna play based on their trailer, so hopefully we could crack Goku and Vegeta. So starts off here, Goku's intro, so fucking cool, like that's what I'm talking about. Classic Goku riding Flying Nimbus, and it really reminds me of the classic Dragon Ball Z intro. This animation right here for Goku Flying Nimbus, and the classic pose, gotta love that. Now moving forward here to the actual gameplay, so we just see his stand normal. He also has this flying kick, which I think looks awesome. And it looks like that's gonna be his auto combo. So that like standing punch into the flying, or not really a flying knee, the upwards knee into the Ginyu Force. I don't know, energy. It's not really like, I guess it's like he's blowing them away with only with his ki, right? Not even with like a ki blast or anything, just his energy. And this is definitely a nice little reference to when Goku first arrives in Namek and just completely blows away, I think it's Jason Berger, just with his energy, which I think looks pretty cool. So moving forward here, we got just a regular little bread and butter combo leading into a regular straight Kamehameha, and I'm wondering if this Goku is going to be able to angle his Kamehameha downwards and upwards, depending if you're on the air or on the ground, or if it's just going to be a straight Kamehameha. So that's going to be interesting to see. This little command grab that he has, which I think is interesting. This definitely reminds me of Super Saiyan Blue Goku's 1-inch punch, but this might have a little bit more range because the 1-inch punch is almost unusable. Like, I don't think I've ever played versus someone who has actually used the 1-inch punch versus me, and I've never used it myself. But it looks like this one, he leans forward, and this looks like it's going to lead into a sliding knockdown situation there. Now moving on here to the Kaio-Ken. Now this is where Goku is going to be at his most interesting, because the Kaio-Ken is supposed to be his big gimmick here. And it looks like it's just going to be a level 1 super that you could control. So at first when I read it, I thought that it might be something like an install type super, sort of like when Gohan goes ultimate, he gains level 1, 2, and 3. I thought that Kaio-Ken was going to be able to go into regular Kaio-Ken, and then of course if your enemies or if your allies fall, then you're going to be able to multiply it times 3 and times 20. So it looks like that's not going to be the case, and it's just going to be a level 1 super in which you could control. So because you could control it, I'm assuming that you're going to be able to do these different moves even on block, but based on their speed, it looks like you're going to be, if you are able to do these separate moves on block, you're not going to be able to call in any assist, and you're not going to be able to well, I guess you might have a button that just completely stops it and you're safe, because based on the amount of time between attacks, if someone's blocking you, they're going to be able to reflect, because reflect is a 1-frame deal, right? So if you're going crazy with the Kaio-Ken attack on block, if you're even able to do it on block, someone could just reflect in level 3. So I don't know if you're actually going to be able to go into these different moves that you can control depending on what button you press once you are in Kaio-Ken, or if it just doesn't even get to that point. So it might just be like one single punch that you start off with, and then you go into the cinematic Kaio-Ken, and then only on hit will you be able to, you know, change these moves together. And of course the Kaio-Ken attack ends in a Kamehameha. So This is going to be interesting because to me, it doesn't look like this. Ending it in the Kamehameha, it doesn't look like that's going to be the level 1 version, right? So that looks like it's way too much to be just the level 1 Kaio-Ken attack. Because unless Goku has another level 1 super, which the information about the characters didn't talk about, it seems like going Kaio-Ken and doing these moves is going to be his level 1 super, but man, going into the chain and then leading your enemy to the air into a giant Kamehameha, I don't think that's going to be the level 1 Kaio-Ken. It might be the level times 20 Kaio-Ken. I see that happening, and that maybe costs a little bit extra, or maybe if you're the last character, it might even just cost 1 bar of meter if you land all the hits. Who knows? But that is pretty much the end of the Goku trailer. At the end here, we see him activate the Spirit Bomb, launch it down to the ground, and based on the information, it says that it was going to be the most powerful of attacks, but it was going to take a crazy amount of time. And right here we see Vegeta actually being stunned and like shot up to the air. Looks like he was punched or something, or someone did some sort of attack to Vegeta, making him go up into the air, and then of course Goku launching the Spirit Bomb and it hitting Vegeta. And man, does it look really cool. The Spirit Bomb always looks cool in pretty much every game, like Xenoverse, Budokai, all these games. The Spirit Bomb is always one of the best looking super moves. So that pretty much does it for Goku right there. I don't know how the Spirit Bomb is going to work. It said that it was going to be incredibly slow, so I guess we're going to have to wait and see till we play him, because 30 seconds of gameplay doesn't really tell us much. I'm just trying to see if I could figure anything out, like we did with Zamasu and Vegeta. So now moving forward here to Vegeta, I think this is a little bit more simple, because it seems like this Vegeta is going to play very similar to the other Vegetas. So moving forward here, of course, Vegeta powering up for the first time, showing off that amazing power that he has, clearly overpowering base Goku here. I love the Saiyan armor, I love the tail, and as soon as you see the down medium, you know that that's Vegeta right there. You see the down medium, and you see, that like rocket kick that he has. Now moving on, we see this awesome reference to him killing Nappa, and I hope there's some sort of dramatic finish between Nappa and Vegeta. That would be really fucking cool if somehow Nappa gets revenge on Vegeta, the same way that if you have Nappa and Yamcha could actually get revenge on Nappa and beat all the Cybermen and kill Nappa, and then Nappa's in Yamcha's position. That would be super cool if you could have a dramatic finish where Nappa is the one who kills Vegeta instead of Vegeta killing Nappa. So he has this uppercut move right here. I'm hoping that it's invincible, because then it'll give him like an even playing field with Super Saiyan Vegeta, because Super Saiyan Vegeta has a huge advantage on a lot of characters, just like Teen Gohan does, Adult Gohan, having an invincible special move with his uppercut. So after that, it looks like you're going to be able to super dash, and in the air, he just does a basic attack into a sliding knockdown, using his Gallic gun right there, which looks really fucking cool. It looks like it has a giant radius as well. The blue Vegeta actually has Gallic gun as well, but it's upwards. So it's cool that this one is actually a downwards level 1 super, level 1 Gallic gun. Next up, we see him use a Destructo Disc. And then we see something that's really cool, which I think it's a cool reference to him pretty much killing Birder and just snapping his neck when he, or crushing his windpipe, crushing his neck, knees him right on the neck, which that's pretty cool. It's one of the most brutal moments, especially, well, for Vegeta, he killed Nappa in cold blood, his own partner, you know what I mean? So that's another cruel moment for him, from good old Vegeta there, just crushing his windpipe. And then this goes into his level 3 super. It looks like his level 3 super, at least the portion where he throws you up in the air, into his level 3, which is like his entire body ki blast attack, which looks really fucking cool. Looks like it's gonna be strong as hell too. So I don't know if the command grab or the grab is actually the starting point of the level 3 super, or is it going to be like some sort of punch or a kick that starts it, and if, of course, if your opponent blocks it, you're not going to go into the level 3, it's just going to be blocked. Or if it's going to be a command grab like Trunks, because this definitely reminds me of Trunks' level 3 super. It might actually be the command grab, and then that leads into Vegeta's level 3 like this, but I think that's going to do it, right? Yep, that is going to be the end of the Vegeta trailer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments section, which are you excited to play the most. I know a lot of us are never going to like this as far as their choice, but that doesn't mean we can't play the characters, enjoy them, appreciate them, whatever. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to go into it with a bad attitude just because I didn't want the characters in. I'm going to go into it with a positive attitude, and if they're fun, and I'll definitely play them. So to be honest, I'm actually more excited for Vegeta, just because I really like aesthetically the Saiyan armor and the tail, and I'm really looking forward to base Vegeta as far as between both of them. But that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.